I just want to see if I'll be able to dismissal counsel. I've been incarcerated going on 3 years, and I still to see yet the.
Right away, we hear the defendant claim he hasn't seen his discovery file in 3 years. For anyone unfamiliar, discovery is the evidence the prosecution must share with the defense. Without it, how can someone prepare for trial? This raises a serious due process issue.
I think it's a fair argument.
For continuance is based upon a phone call that he made last night. This trial is going. Legal thoughts on certain situations.
Judge, I started out a long time ago thinking I knew everything about the law. I'm not asking. I've been a trial lawyer 24 years, which I believe is a little less than you, but I'm.
Whoa. 4 separate 20-year sentences for aggravated robbery, handed down in one go. That's basically 80 years stacked together. Question for you guys. Do you think stacking sentences like this is fair, or should they run at the same time?
And robbed the clerk at gunpoint. The two men then got in a blue pickup truck and drove off. Police say this robbery happened around 11:30 last night. Police say the second robbery happened about 15 minutes later at another convenience store about 5 minutes away. They say the two men walked into that store at the Citgo gas station on Gardena near Vance Jackson. Police say the two men also pulled out guns and pointed them at the clerk. They say the gunman also fired 3 shots into the wall before running off. Police say they are not sure if the two are connected, but they are looking into it because the 2 robberies happened so close to one another.
Judge, Mr. Estrada was kind enough to let me know that somehow they said he was exposed to COVID, so I got him a mask. That's why he's wearing a mask. What? I'm sorry.
How much time are y'all asking for voir dire?
Well, I think the state has an issue they don't want to talk to you about. So I don't think they want to ask for any time for voir dire. I've thoroughly discussed the offer with Mr. Estrada. I've explained the consequences of not taking the offer and that the court will not take any agreement. It would just be an open plea in court. I passed on the offer, and I'll be real blunt. I've given him ojos that if he gets a lot higher, it's on him, not me, and I'm not going to feel guilty. He said that he wants a trial, so I'm passing it on to the court to get it.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date for this as criminal trial division. I need it as early as possible. All right, you come in.
Notice what the judge just did here. Once the plea deadline passes, the court shuts the door on plea bargains unless there's good cause. Translation: the window to negotiate a deal is now closed, forcing the defendant to gamble on a trial.
For trial in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to speak to your attorney and do a clothing exchange. If there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know.
Judge, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me come in today rather than Tuesday. And I'm still going to bet with you on the fact that they're going to cancel court that.
You think they're going to cancel the court on that date?
It's not that I would, but you notice certain things like the sun rising in the east and setting on the west. After a while, you notice patterns.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I say something, Mom?
Sure.
I just want to see if I'll be able to dismissal counsel. I've been incarcerated going on 3 years, and I still to see yet the discovery pack on any racing arrest.
Oh, you want to see the evidence? State, can we put him in the box? Counsel, can you let him see the evidence? And if you want another attorney for your jury trial, they need to be ready for trial on February 6th. You understand?
No.
And Judge, just be clear, I don't care one way or another, but if you are going to put someone else on the case, please let me know so I won't.
Oh, no, he's going to have if he wants another attorney, you'll have to hire that attorney. And that attorney needs to be excused. That attorney needs to be ready for jury trial on February 6th. And state, if you'll let him and counsel, if you'll stay so he can see the state trial.
Sure. For the case, Mr. Estrada, he really, really doesn't like me, which is why I didn't run the discovery, told me to stop. I'm just telling you because I don't want to surprise you. I'm going to file motions to withdraw to protect myself.
Oh, I understand.
Okay.
Where is he? If you can come forward, sir.
And Robert Maurer threw his son under the bus and said that I asked him to take the case and he said no, but my son will.
Nobody can do as good as Eddie Judge. He's the best judge I've ever seen. That's what I've ever seen.
His vision is
I would
also.
want him as my lawyer
Yeah.
if I.
This is a classic clash. The judge is telling the defendant, trial is happening, period, even if he hasn't reviewed evidence. But think about it, if you were locked up for 3 years without full access to discovery, would you feel ready for trial?
To see the state's file. So let me just tell you what's going to end up happening. You're going to go to trial whether you've seen the evidence or not. That's completely up to you. The court gave you the opportunity to sit in court and look at the state's file. You're choosing not to. So you're going to come back for trial on that day. Do you understand?
It's not that I don't want to see it, Your Honor. It's just I've been incarcerated going on 3 years, and I just feel like I'm being rushed into something that.
Oh, no. You said you've been incarcerated for 3 years.
Yes,
So how
I
are you
have.
being rushed? You're going to
Exactly.
jury trial on February 6th.
And I'm barely hearing anything about it just within these past couple months, man.
He was
No.
in another county, Judge.
I've been in other counties, so this whole time I've been incarcerated, I haven't heard anything out of Bear
So
County.
let me ask you this. I want you to internalize what I'm saying. You were in custody in another county for what reason?
For ag robbery, allegedly.
So there you go. So this case is going to trial on February 6th. If you would like, I've given you the opportunity to sit in the box and read what the state has. What the state has in their file is what they have. The only,
I understand that, Your Honor.
here's the thing, the only thing about it, what's in the state's file are the names and police reports. Those people are not going to come in and let you talk to them right now because
No,
that's
I-
not
I
what it is.
understand. I understand what you're
but
saying.
you can look at the file. So you're coming back for jury trial on February 6th.
That's fine, yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
This part's huge. The state claims the defendant made a jail call telling witnesses not to show up. In legal terms, that's called forfeiture by wrongdoing. Basically, if you tamper with witnesses, you lose the right to confront them in court. Brutal, but legally sound.
So go on this. So we subpoenaed 2 witnesses in this case yesterday. So we have a jail call last night from the defendant telling these witnesses not to appear.
All right. That sounds like forfeiture by wrongdoing. So the confrontation clause doesn't apply. So what's the issue?
So that was just something that we were just gonna file a motion, Judge. I just hadn't had the time to work on.
Oh, okay.
Just because it was pretty short notice. And we had just uploaded the jail call just because it happened
Okay.
last night.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, this is new information to me, and this changes my way of doing the case, and I am not ready based on that information.
All right. We're going forward. If somebody makes a jail call allegedly last night, this wasn't a jail call that has been sitting around forever. If it's a jail call that was made last night, state wouldn't know about it until they looked at it.
And I wouldn't know about it until this morning.
So you all are on notice. He's alleged to have made a phone call. You have it. Have you turned it over to the defense?
My understanding is that our paralegal uploaded within the case last.